What will her life be like when she's grown? Will she be married? Will she have children? Will she work? Most likely, she'll do all these things sometime in her life. 9 out of 10 female students will be employed someday. Many will spend 25 years in the work world, even if they're married and have children. "48% of all women work outside the home today. These young people will soon be part of the labor force. They've chosen to attend vocational technical schools as part of their high school curricula. Some may devote their lives to their work, but most will choose a career along with marriage and a family. They're as different from one another as the career choices they've made for themselves. And from the vast number of vocational offerings, each made her special choice that spells out a good future for her.
These are some pamphlets from the VOTEC school that you may take home and look over. Maybe it will help you in making your decision. Also, here are some leaflets. Machinists, welding.
Well, my first feeling was, I thought, well, she get into a trade, it's all men, and it's very rough to get into that. And then, well, it's go down, if the thing I didn't think she could do would be lifting all them heavy tools up, because some of them are pretty heavy in there.
Cosmetology, electrical construction and maintenance.
Yeah, this one looks good.
Carpentry.
I was concerned about the boys that would be in her class at VOTEC because of boys using rougher language than Doreen hears at home.
Auto mechanics.
What I do see, though, is a growing trend for VOTEC to really want to help, to really want to develop programs. When I first came here about 4 years ago, it's very difficult, almost impossible for any of our children to go to VOTEC and get into anything.
Appliance repair, electrical construction and maintenance.
My concern was I was wondering how it would interfere with her getting into college, if it would count towards enough of credits for her to go to college.
It's pretty rough. That's what my fear was in the first, and then now I begin to like it because she likes it.
First, I'm going to see if I can make it as a master plumber first. And then after that, I want to go travel. Then maybe I'll get married after that, I guess.
We've already constructed the gas line supply pipe to the thermostat.
My father, he was sort of against it, because he wanted me to take something more easy, more ladylike, you could say, more of a woman's type of job.
Okay, it's necessary then on the hot water heater to install a union, a 3-part ground seat union, so that you're able to hook the heater up, being a stationary point, to the existing gas pipe.
I'm kind of proud of her. Because I figured, well, this way she's not going to have to worry about everybody waiting, everybody do this for me, do that for me. She can do it herself and not worry about having the hassle of getting it done.
Sometimes you get discouraged, especially when you're a new girl, and you think, oh, I'm just going to quit, and I'm just going to do something easy. And you start thinking about money, and then, all the things that come with it just sound so good if you stick with it.
Yes, you have to stick it out. That's the main thing. She can't let nobody back her down or push her off or determine not, but if she's determined to go, she'll make it. That's all everybody in life is. You have to be determined to do what you want to do.
Well, I figured that anything that you like to do, that you should have that as a job. I only weigh 110 pounds, and a lot of people tried to disencourage me in taking radio and TV repair because of my weight. The equipment here has rollers on it, so you don't have to do any lifting of heavy equipment.
I don't think you really need all that much physical strength as much as, you know, mental strength, just concentration. I like to see things. I like to produce things. I like to see them like change form, you know, and like become something. It's real gratifying when you make something and then you see it being used somewhere.
Yeah, you get dirty, but that you can clean it off. It doesn't matter, you know, it's not a big thing. And in terms of not being feminine, I don't see why it's not. I don't see why, you know, it's either male work or female work. You know, you use a brain to do it, you know, you use your hands and you do the work.
15 or 20 years ago, vocational offerings or vocational education was taking place in the so-called basements or cellars of comprehensive high schools or of buildings or in industry settings. And you basically saw your auto mechanics or machinist type courses, and they were very much male dominated. In recent years, in the last 5 or 6 years, we've had an increase in the number of women in vocational education, the number of female students that we have taking the course offerings. We've been able to place 72% of our students, and in addition to that, we have several others that are going on to college training.
Hopefully I'll be some type of engineer. I'm really not sure yet. And hopefully I'll be independent. I want to be independent, and whether I'm married or not, I don't know. I don't plan on getting married for another 5, 6 years.
I'm sure she will get married. She loves the family, you know, when we get together. But as far as her career, that's topmost in her mind right now.
I feel that Doreen has good judgment, has used good judgment in her decisions, and I wouldn't hesitate to support her in whatever judgment she should make, within reason. Okay?
She always wanted to build things, do things around the house with the hammer and nails and whatever. And when she got old enough, about 5 years old, we got her a tool chest. And she'd go back in the woods and just spend hours back there.
We went out and we built tree houses all the time, you know, and I like to, you know, say, oh, let's put a wall here and a wall here, you know, and put a door here, you know. I like to say what went where and build them because I love working with my hands. I like it because I like math, and I like to apply the math to the surveying. You turn angles, and you have to calculate how many the angles you turn, and you have to take degrees and minutes and calculate the degree of error. It depends on the temperature outside. You have your wind factor and your temperature factor and all this to work into it.
We have a number of our students who are enrolled in pre-engineering courses in our technology program. We also have them going on to art institutes or the Culinary Institute for additional training, so that it is possible for our students to take a vocational offering as well as enroll in a college program back at their home high school.
I am engaged, and I do plan to be married, but I do want to continue my art, and I want to get further training in this art field, probably open up a business or something like that. I had muscular dystrophy since I was 7, and it hasn't gotten worse, but it hasn't gotten really better either. So when I got to this, when I'm here at the school, they've helped me a lot, you know, to get up and downstairs, so that was kind of difficult, but they gave me a key to the elevator. Then here in class, I was given special desk to work out.
My main interest in sending Lori to Votech was in the fact that I thought it was a very good place for her to learn a trade. Lori's enrolled, she's in food services and has been for the last year. She really loves it. You know, she's in baking and in working at the lunch room or cafeteria that they have there, taking orders, busing, all of those things she's learned there at Votech.
Frontal.
Este.
Parental.
El hueso de atrás.
Accipitalis.
Ok, estos huesos de aquí.
Clavícula.
El hueso de enfrente.
Sternum.
¿Y aguanta qué?
Los costillas.
Las costillas.
There is a large rise of Spanish-speaking people coming to the United States. These girls will work as interpreters in different hospitals or various facilities related to the health field. I would say nursing is helpful at home and as a job, because you could always go back to it after you raise your family. It's not like you lose your occupation.
¿Cuántos huesos son? ¿Cuántos pares?
12.
In about 2 years I will be married, but I still plan to continue in this course, you know. And even if I don't plan on working full-time, we're going to be building our own home, so this will really come in handy. We have learned in here also, like, the good quality stuff, and if I'm doing it myself, I know that it's going to be done right, you know.
Girls do come here because they're very curious, but they end up staying and going back and telling their friends that there's a little bit more than curiosity involved. It's very interesting. They do locate some jobs.
My mom was a Girl Scout leader, and when I was little, I hung around with the Girl Scout group and stuff, and we were always outside, so I wanted to learn more about being outside. And my parents were happy about this because my dad was in logging.
We have no problems placing our female VOTEC students when they complete training programs. Our biggest problem seems to be getting females or women interested in coming into non-traditional type training programs. We have a large employer demand in areas such as machine operation, metal fabrication and assembly, air conditioning and refrigeration, graphic arts, printing, welding. And if we could get the females interested in coming into school, there's a large demand in the job market.
We found out that the vocational schools have turned out the best students, and we are going to put emphasis on trying to get the students from there. They seem like they have a better background, and they also have the interest. Well, basically right now, we have one refrigeration technician on the road. We also have a washer and dryer technician on the road who does hookups. We have 3 females in our mechanical shop who are doing various jobs.
One time we went into this house and there was this woman, she was about 70, and she was really surprised to see me, and she said that she wished she could have been born a little later because all her life she was mechanically inclined. She'd fix things around the house, and she says she's glad that, you know, women are doing it now because, you know, they never really had a chance before.
Ready?
When you get into customer relations, you have a company car. If you work for a good company like I do, you usually have a lot of good benefits. Traveling is one of the big things that I enjoy because I'm the kind of person that really doesn't like to stay in an office 8 hours a day. I made the decision to go into a tech school, a certain trade, Okay, so I went into graphic arts, and I think I really made a good choice, because I don't think people really realize all the openings and things that there are for women out there. I really sort of fell into it myself, because now I know that there's a lot of different positions and everything open, especially for women. Now, after you press reset data, we're going to put this job disc in, which is the actual job disc that we'll be recording. When I went to a vocational school, I received all that background and everything that I needed to talk over with my customers with. Even in a sales situation, you really have to know what you're talking about before you can even attempt to go in and talk with the person. I don't think about it the night before. I don't think that I have to go to a real hard job the next day. It's just something natural that I do.